like the first thing that jumps out to you when you think of Miss Young?
Her cooking. She's a great cook, and that's really how she likes to show her love for other people. Her students and the staff she worked with is preparing food and cooking.
What's the favorite thing she cooked that you really liked? What was your favorite thing she made?
Oh my gosh, I think probably chicken Alfredo. she's kind of known for her chicken Alfredo, but so many good sweets too. She's just a very gifted cook.
She was a mentor to me from the get-go, so it was nice to have someone that knew the ropes.
I think one thing that really makes Miss Young extra special is that she really saw the potential in each child. She was able to understand their specific individual needs, and she really worked very hard to cultivate the needs of each student.
She was a lot of fun, and she liked to do things for the kids and celebrate every experience that they went through, and every little milestone that they went, she would celebrate it. She just had a lot of energy for the kids, and she really fought for them.
You know, I think what makes her so special is she is such a real advocate for students with special needs, and not just an advocate for their needs, but an advocate for the community and an advocate for their inclusiveness and really empowering those students to gain language and really be able to take care of themselves.
It's your job to fight for your students, and you fight as hard as you can. And even kids that she was pushing out to go to gen ed, she made sure that they had everything they needed, any kind of accommodation that they needed. That's your job. You need to fight for that.
I jotted down a few thoughts I'd like to share about Miss Young. Being an early childhood special education teacher is not often a glamorous job. It comes with a lot of messes, both literal and figurative. Miss Young did not just accept that, she really embraced them. Young was an advocate for inclusion and acceptance. She found ways to ensure her students were part of everyday school at CKC. While going through many personal challenges, Miss Young never brought that into the classroom. She showed up each day, usually with snacks and treats, and took care of her babies. Miss Young loved taking care of the young and old. Being an early childhood special education teacher means you're surrounded with young children, but also paraprofessionals. Miss Young was always mothering both groups. She enjoys cooking and feeding and celebrating her people, the young and old. It breaks my heart to think of her classroom without her in it. She made such a difference for her students, and her compassion was radiated throughout the campus. I wish her well in her retirement.
I think she got her degree in physical PE, and she took this route, which that's a big change. And she loved it, and she kept it. So anytime she could have gone back to PE, and she chose to stay here. And that is, you don't hear a lot of special ed teachers staying this long.
For many of the parents of her students, they were young and inexperienced with children with special needs, and she was really able to help them navigate that and navigate the programs and the options that are offered in our community and in our state to help those families really manage their child's care.
The parents love her. And they have a great respect for her. They will do whatever we need, and she will do whatever she can to support them. But she still keeps in touch with several of the students. She calls herself like the grandma of the neighborhood. Okay. And she has Easter parties, and all the kids kind of come over, and then she still wants to volunteer. And so like today at Colleen Walker, she volunteered to come and help out with our kids, and she was there.
I think my favorite memory is always going to be the turkey trot, because many of her kids may not be runners. Well, some of them are runners, but not the right kind. And so for her to keep her kids on the right path, running the turkey trot really often meant that she had to run with them. And she really embraced that day because she wanted her students to be included. And so she would run laps with each child and, hand in hand, or carry them, or pushing their wheelchairs, or putting them in a wagon, whatever it took for them to be a part of the turkey trot. She really made it happen for those students.
She taught me how to fill out all the horrible paperwork that we have to fill out. She taught me how to gain a little patience.
She has a very real personal connection with parenting a child with special needs, and so she was able to connect her experiences with resources and just options for those parents, and education for those parents, and just giving them real life advice on how they can navigate parenting a child with special needs.
I hope she enjoys being the neighborhood grandma and being able to provide the happiness that she seeks for Connor and for her husband, Chris, and that she will find all the happiness in the world.
Oh, we love you and we wish you well in your retirement.